Hey everyone, it's Catherine Eggins from catherineeggins.com here. I'm just going out on my morning walk. The weather is so amazing at the moment. It's winter here at the moment in Australia, and it's just, I'm in Queensland, so I don't know that you can really call it winter. It's winter for us. It gets a bit cool, but it doesn't snow here or anything like that. So, the mornings are a bit cool, but nowhere near what it's like in other places of the world. So no excuses really to get outside, with these magic blue skies and just the crisp air. It's just beautiful. But anyway, today while I was out on my walk, I thought I might just have a chat about health and well-being in regard to creating the life that you want. Now, when it comes to the law of attraction, there's 4 different categories. There's your health and well-being, there's your career, there's relationships, and then there's your life in general. So it is a really, really important part of creating the life that you want, of actually showing the universe that you care about the body that you've been given and the body that you want to live in. Or that you did choose to live in this body. I honestly believe that we're all part of source energy, and that we do choose our life. We choose our body, we choose the course of our life, the messages that we're here to learn, and it's all part of the plan. So about health and fitness. Now, when I was working as a personal trainer, one of the things I saw a lot was that there's this misconception that health, fitness and well-being is supposed to be hard. It's made out to be in the media that you've just got to go so hard, and it's just so unrealistic for a lot of people, and it can be quite intimidating. Whereas if you actually tune in to who you are, tune into your higher self, and listen to those messages, health, fitness and well-being is actually quite easy. Nature did not intend for anything to be difficult. So when you turn it around, and rather than just looking at it from the outside going, I have to do this, this and this, and even, working out meal plans and all that sort of thing, I'm in two minds about that, because I have seen meal prepping actually help people get their life back on track. It's fantastic. So it is doing what works for you. But in the big scheme of things, nature provided your body with its own inbuilt system. It has all the answers. So, if you make the decision to put the right food in your mouth, the good food in your mouth, and learn about your food, learn about what you're putting in your mouth and what it does, and so you can make the right choices. But when you eat food that makes you feel good, and you eat it slowly and you thoroughly enjoy it, then you can listen to your body. Your body actually gives you signals when to stop eating. It's when you're satisfied. If you stop eating then, wait 20 minutes before you eat again, you'll find that you actually feel really good. And if you only eat when you're hungry, I was having a chat with someone yesterday about this. They asked me what my thoughts were, because they said, I only eat when I'm hungry, but all my friends are telling me that, no, I've got to eat 3 meals a day, I'm doing the wrong thing. As far as I'm concerned, she's right. You eat when you're hungry, Nobody died from not eating for one day, So that's another built-in mechanism in your body, of actually your body going, yep, okay, I'm ready now to take in some more fuel, because that's essentially what food is. And so, if you like to eat breakfast late, go for it. If you like to eat it early, go for it. Do what's right for you, but listen to your body. Don't listen to what everyone else is telling you to do. Listen to your body and do things for your body that feel good. Okay? Now, when it comes to what we drink, water is the only thing that we really need to drink. That's a no-brainer. That's non-negotiable. We have to drink water. Anything else is a choice. So, I'm not saying don't drink anything else, but drink it in moderation. Do what's right for your body, and listen to how it makes your body feel. And that is that, your sugary things, they taste great and they feel great at the time. I mean, I know that. And, I enjoy chocolate just as much as the next person. I know how great it makes me feel. But at the time, but later on, when you have that downer and then you need more, that's when you know your body is not feeling good. So you're looking for those foods that fill you up and make you feel good for longer and just make you feel good throughout the day. I mean, honestly, if you treat your body right, you should feel good all day, every day. It's as simple as that. It's listening to your body, doing what nature intended. Now, when it comes to fitness, I used to see a lot of people living outside their body. You know, a lot of people are not tuned in to their body, what's going on. They're not listening to their soul, they're not listening to their body. And I've also seen people with a fear around that they're actually afraid to go inside and get to know themselves because there's a fear of what they'll find. But what I've actually found in my journey, and this has taken a few years for me to get to this point, but I've actually found that what I've found inside is a really great place to be. There's my best friend lives there, and it's just a warm, fuzzy place to be. And I love being there. I'm there as often as I can. And, when you can get past that fear of actually starting to ask yourself questions, learning that you don't have to be perfect, that you are a human, you will make mistakes, and that's all part of the journey. It's all exciting, So, it's an ongoing thing of actually learning about yourself. But when it comes to fitness, it's doing what's right for you. You do need to push your boundaries a bit, get a bit of a sweat up, that kind of thing. But like say in my case, I love walking, so I'm out walking, and not a stroll. I actually really enjoy walking at a faster pace, faster than I am now, but I'd be a bit puffier. So I'm not walking quite as fast right now, but walking, doing some weights a couple of times a week and a bit of yoga. That's enough for me. I really enjoy that. I don't enjoy CrossFit. Other people love it. You do what's right for you. I had a client once where we walked into the cardio room and I said, which pieces of equipment do you like? Because she did enjoy cardio. So, and that's an optional thing too. Some people love to get and run. Others are not built for running. That's perfectly fine. You find what works for you. But we walked into the cardio room and I said, which pieces of equipment do you enjoy using? And she said, I like all of them. And she said, now how long should I spend on each one? And I said, well, how about we say, dedicate 30 minutes to it. And when you come in here, you do what you feel like doing. You go on whichever piece of equipment you feel like going on the day. And she was really dumbfounded by that. She was like, no, I need a plan. I need it all set out. And this is where we make things hard for ourselves because we're going, I have to stick to this plan rather than tuning into what we're feeling on the day. Now, there's also a thing called the perceived rate of exertion, which is where you work to how your body's feeling on the day. And when you combine those two, so you wake up in the morning and go, I feel like going for a walk today. Then you can use this perceived rate of exertion, which is basically how you feel at a certain level that you're exercising at. Use that for the day. And it's as simple as that. You don't have to work that hard. Same with, doing weights. Learn what weights work for you, what your capacity is with regard to weights. But one day you might feel like lifting a weight that's a little bit heavier than the day before. You listen to your body. You do what's right for your body on the day. And when you do that, everything's so simple. And you actually enjoy it. You make it fun. You don't have to make these things difficult. And, part of what stops us from creating the life that we want, the body that we want, is that we just don't allow it. We have a fear around it. And it really gets down to allowing yourself to lose weight, allowing yourself to be well, allowing yourself to be fit. And, I know it's a tough transition. I've been through it myself with my health and just, with my life. And everyone's got their story. Everyone's got a journey, but it's not about what's happened to you. Life doesn't happen to you. It happens for you. Learning from that, keep asking yourself questions and keep getting out there and learning more about yourself and what you can do to start creating the life that you want. So let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear from you. And, if you do want help with this to actually start to transform your life and start creating the life that you want, if you know in your heart that you're born for more and you just having trouble getting it over that hump, contact me and we can have a chat and see if we're a match to work together to actually get you over that hump and get you creating the life that you want, that you know deep down inside your heart that you were born for. Because if you can think it, you can create it. And it's really just learning the techniques, learning how to allow, and just learning what you need to do within yourself to make it happen, because it's a lot easier than it appears.